Hello everyone and welcome back to our modded Minecraft stream. I believe today we are going to look into a couple quests. Just try to move on, get some small things going. I will need the infusion altar to get a lot of the better seeds. Now, we are going to take our time. Glowstone dust is going to end up coming out of compacted dust. So, believe it or not, one of the easier things for me to handle. Actually, I wonder, can I force the creation of dust? I don't think so. I think you have to get it from sand, and that requires fire essence. And while I can, I think what I'm gonna have to do. There we go. 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to there. Right, keep forgetting that it does not let you just auto all this, so. Oh, sorry about that. Looks like my headset decided to give up the ghost again. I really need to figure out why it just does not seem to want to cooperate anymore. Because it's not that old. So it really shouldn't be giving that big of a issue. If I'm not mistaken. I think I can do multi-compression. Oh, right. Because my audio is not set up for me to be able to hear outside of my headphones when I'm not wearing my headphones. Can't hear the game. All the fun times. Let's see what we are working with. Okay, so that's a thing. Please don't tell me I can't uncompress it now. Uses. Okay. So I literally have wasted... So yeah, you can't go back. That is frustrating, to say the least. Oh, I might have a trick to fix it. Oof. Okay, so gonna want this, two of this. So this may sound silly, but it is technically something I've used in other mod packs when the game just decided, you know, well, we're not gonna play friendly. So sometimes you're able to come on, I need a I'm gonna need that. It's fine. And then that looks fine. And smooth stone. Wow, I cannot speak today. Make this, place it. You... Okay. That will be useful later, but this is quite literally a waste of essence, and that upsets me greatly. And I just did that. Okay. That should be just about everything. Now I have to remember Okay. This is getting a little old, a little quickly. Okay. Let's compress some of this. There we go. And we just do this back and forth, back and forth. At least in theory. Goody. Now, use of this. So this only does one-time compression. Yep, one-time compression. Which means basically all this. Is going to be useless. Or not. So not useless per se. What it is going to be is a pain in the neck because let's see if we can bring this down to a manageable size. Oof. Obviously, gonna pop. Yep. Okay. We're gonna compress down some sand. Okay. Alright. We've gone a little bit silly with it, but we do have to keep going. We really need the dust. So we're gonna go pop. And I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting all that to just work, so off we go. Hee-ha! Off to the funny farm we go. Okay. Okay. And as we start compressing everything down, we will be getting to the, well, as some people, not some people, a lot of people say, the boring bit. Because we do have to filter this. It's just what needs to happen in order to use it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think I can actually use the compressed sand. That's compressed dust. The compressed sand is going to give me iron, cocoa beans, and prismarine shards. Nothing particularly super useful, but it is something that at the end of the day I would be able to use for a lot. Not to mention being so high value in iron, I should theoretically have a lot more than I'd ever really need. Now what I wish I could do is I wish I had the auto clicker. Let me actually see. Enter fluid interface. I know there used to be a... If I do just click... that... Okay, that might be it. That reminds me. What do I need for this? Chemical tests. And if I'm not mistaken, energy condenser, which is absolutely useful to me. So that might be my next project. Because once you have an energy condenser, you have everything you need. It just takes a little while. So, like, case in point, it's not worth a lot, but the compressed sand stack is useful. But it also means I can make autonomous systems, because these can be made into chunks, which on their own are worth half the stack. And so you can literally build an auto refiltering system with it. Okay, so that's giving me one crystal, a couple shards. Don't even know how I got the wood essence, but let's do this. And if I'm not mistaken, this is going to get me both bone meal and blaze powder. Oof. Okay. Let's see. Let me grab this. Grab that, because while I can stack it in there, and I will eventually. Yes. Okay. Stack this out. Nice little swap. At least for right this instance, we're going to pass the extra away. Now that's diamond and coal, that's easy enough. Blue dye and iron. Silly as it sounds, that might be the hardest part. Maybe not. Okay, so if I do this, okay, gotta convert it both into dye. This gives me light blue dye. Come over here, take a pair of iron, because why not at this point? Grab diamond and a coal. Take that, make that. And that's cobblestone and a charcoal. And it is a little funny to me because charcoal is the one thing I don't have. But an important thing to remember is these special chests are absolutely wholly useful for just about anything that I might need. At least as far as, you know, energy condensers go. So I need one more diamond. Extra door, right? Extra chest. The extra diamond's easy enough to chest. Door light. And I forgot already what I needed. 2 iron. Now, the funny thing is I'm going to technically have to make 2 of these. The reason for 2 condensers is because you can use a condenser to build a condenser. And that is absolutely useful. Storage upgrade, yes it is. What we're gonna do is drop off all the stuff I don't need. Gonna take that and let's grab those. Toss that away. Make as much of that as we can. Toss that all in there. And that's gonna get me a little bit more iron. Now, my main goal, so 9, 18, 36. I need 36 diamonds. That could either be very simple or very difficult. We're gonna find out real quickly. And of course, I'm gonna have torches. Because it wouldn't be a game of Minecraft without running out of torches immediately. 16. 16. There is that. Go back in here. And I guess we will just do some mining shafts, because apparently that's what's needed. Yep, no diamond there, so not particularly worried. Okay, so skystone. That could mean either something or nothing. Emerald. I think I'm gonna have to make a hammer, because I'm getting a little tired of this. And before anyone says it, yes, I know I could put the torches in my offhand and do that, but at least for right this second, focus more on haha getting a little bit of the shiny rock. Now if I can remember correctly, the heavy sieve that might be my next thing I'm doing, which, again, not a fan, but if it works, it works. It's one block. And then toss out some of the cobble, because platinum has use. And smart things and not waste. Bump. Okay. Let's eat some food. And get across here. Okay, so we know that there are diamonds back there. I'm not gonna go too much further because I don't actually want to scout out the entire cave system. Just need to get far enough out that stuff's not gonna spawn and come right after me. Okay then. Shapeless. And now we're a little bit further. Oop, don't want to do shapeless. And there's every diamond I've ever wanted. And of course, not quite what I was looking for, but and we're gonna intentionally light all this up because we can pick up more of it later. That is frustrating, but since I'm already using waypoints, die. As in diamonds. We're gonna teleport home. And we're gonna be just shy of the amount we need, because of course we are. Let's see, nickel. So long as I don't drop nickel in, should be fine. Iron chunk. There's nickel. Platinum. I don't think the platinum. Yeah, I don't think platinum is used with anything. The lead, I do believe, is used, but it's used in a different alloy. Let's see. Make a couple repair kits. And we do need a little bit more diamond beyond that because we want to do the diamond upgrade on our tool. And the reason we want that is so that we can get the obsidian. Thankfully, this is easy enough. As much as I'd normally, again, not want to do something cheaty, it's not really cheaty when it's there. And not only is it there, all it is saving time. Okay. And that's 11. So, go here. Mine. Save that. Come to our waypoints, and we are going to teleport home. And then we're going to take this. We're going to take... one iron, even though it is a waste. Yeah, it is a waste, but I'm going to take that. Diamond tip that. And then we are going to grab a bucket of water. We're going to use said bucket of water to get our obsidian. Shapeless. Yep. We're going to sit here for a second. And ta-da! Now, let me see. Put it in here. Ta-da! This is probably the most important thing I could have made at any given point in time. The reason for that is I can throw a whole bunch of material I have no intention of using in there. And convert it. And if I'm not mistaken, let me make another one of these. What are you? Go into here. Gonna do that. Gonna come here. Grab 1, 2, 3. Come there. Go in, and again, we want to make a bunch of these. I think what I'm going to do, upgrade to a block of diamond as my receptacle. Take a couple stacks. Like, it's not, like, you can see it eats this stuff up like it's nobody's business. But there are other things, like the emeralds. We want to keep one of everything, because at the end of the day, with one of everything, we are able to get it back. I think what's probably going to be the best for me is to go in and dice up the uranium ore. Yep. Raw uranium. Okay. That's not great. So I know I can use it for reactor parts, I'm guessing. But that is not actually that useful to me. Lead, again, not that useful. Yeah. Tin, silver. Coal, lead, platinum, Infurium. Which, let me... Yeah, I didn't think that had an essence because you can grow it, and from what I can tell, anything you can grow is absolutely bonkers in terms of like how quickly you can grow it. So many things, and yet I'm still stuck using gold. Hi. Now, one of the other things I not only could, but should probably do is go out of my way to build a mob farm. Because for the most part, mob farms are worth quite a bit. So, Skystone. No idea why that's there. Ooh. Of course. Exactly one of these. Not quite the massive revolution that I was hoping. Okay. Silver. Ouch. Ooh. There's a little bit more. And it does help that I have the ore doubling going on. And what I should do is set up the collector and start building them up to their, well, to their overdrive variants. Just because it's in the way. This is the tunnel that never ends. There's some more uranium. Prosperity. Okay. Let us head back to base. Platinum, gold, and drop the uranium there. And throw that. And we're almost there. Oh, because that's crushed. That's why that's not. do the smart thing. Drop my diamond. Take some gold, toss it in. Uranium. Rose gold, because I did gold and iron, right? Oh, gold and copper. Still fine. You can use rose gold for quite a bit of things. Nothing crazy, but the silky cloth gives, I believe it's silk touch to tools, which can be high. Yeah, I'm not playing that game. And you can burn in the sun. Hi. I don't even think you can come after me in the sun. Yep. Didn't even drop anything useful. Take some uranium. And we now have everything for a secondary condenser. And that is going to go in there. Again, it sounds silly, but having the condenser makes things exponentially easier. Because, like, if I need bone, I can just get it. Almost any material can become any other material. Like, what, ageless storage? No. There's not really a reason to go that crazy. Useful mods, cool, but apparently there is an enchanting mod which looks amazing. Again, Project E. No idea. But I do know for a fact that Nether Stars and all this, like, have to go fight the Lich. Just get a Philosopher's Stone, which is basically the only way you get like Mobius fuels and stuff like that. The only ways to go and get the collectors and the condensers, because actually no, that's fine, that's fine, that's not fine. So I believe you're able to get the first level, but beyond that you're stuck. However, if I'm not mistaken, that's not a chest. I'll go here. So if I'm not mistaken, I think I actually need to get the proper blaze rods. So, again, another one of the things that I will need. I don't think I have more. Oh, I got one. What we're gonna do is build out a little bit more. Okay. So we want to go from there to there. I'll grab a little bit of cobble. I'm gonna make a handful more. I think I ate all my bread, which is a problem. Cook up some silkworms. Yes, it's nasty. No, I really don't have a great choice right now, so I don't even think they're actually worth, like, anything food-wise. There we go. Rotten flesh. Can I? So there's normally a couple tricks for getting, you know, clean flesh. Well, I guess not. Okay, not really gonna worry too much about that. I do apologize if you hear my dog losing his little mind in the background. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Hopefully, he will calm down in a moment. He is very passionate about being a doggy, and apparently does not seem to care about anyone else's opinion on the matter. Let me see. And before it becomes nighttime and a whole bunch of stuff spawns, I'm gonna sleep through the night. Grab our little axe. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can go there. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we take it and curve it in. Now the next thing we want to do is add dirt. I really do need to get the inventory cleaned up, but it is unfortunately what it is for right now. There and there. Ooh. I apologize. Now, one of these has grass seeds. Yeah, I don't think that's good. This is going to help increase the grass. So, I'll let it sit for now. So I could do beetroot to get the red. this. Okay. Okay. That gives us red. Take our string, turn it into wool. Where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. And this right here. Let me drop these off. But yeah, this right here is what this is really good at doing. Getting specialty items. Best part is, I can do that, and just craft it over. So we want right. So I need 2 for that, and then 1 for those, and then just smooth stone. And so long as I have 1 smooth stone, which I can get just by going like that, I can quite literally turn some gunpowder into what I need. And that's even if any of that becomes relevant, because realistically speaking, the fact that I need 8 of those, we'll save one of you, toss that, toss that. And yeah, like, again, just burn resources, because at the end of the day, if I take and make this that carpet again, I can throw that in there and tell it, make those. And now it just works. The other thing it's useful for is I can now get as many torches as I want without having to lose my mind. Right here, and I believe right here, we have that. And that is probably my favorite thing about some of these, is that they just tell you what you need to make stuff. And let me see if I can just make a lever. Ooh, sorry. World. Sheep bait and cow bait. Now, the sheep and the cow are actually relatively useful to me, because A, I can use them for EMC stuff, but B, I can have a little bit of food here and there. So, you know, not insanely useful, but useful enough. Yeah, that's seems less ideal. Nether quartz, that could be useful, but for right now, it is not. What are they doing? Oh, Mystical Agriculture. Ice seeds. I don't think I can get those right now because you need ice. And that's just a little silly. Where's our tier 2 seeds? Honey, copper, coral. See, the copper, and at the end of the day, all of these, but we'll do copper seeds first. Are really useful. Now, tier 3. Tier 3 seeds. They're gonna be... That's probably gonna be my big go-to, at least. 1, 2, 3. I just remembered. We do need a tier 2 seed. And that's going to be a potato, sugarcane, cactus, pumpkin. That will probably be on the later end. But the iron seeds are going to be absolutely useful. Because this makes quite a bit of EMC. And boop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's at least try to get all this stuff brought up. We will start with seeds that we can do. Boop. Again, they're not like OMG, the world will end if I don't do this. But this is going to make my life a lot easier. And we want to change this into the next generation. diamond. Now the main thing is you have to be careful. It's very easy to accidentally misconvert something. I think it's the easiest way to describe it. Okay. And just if I want this done like yesterday. Okay. Okay. And apparently I could make Solarium dust. Just like that. That's... What? Okay, too far down a rabbit hole. Oh, okay. I did not know I could use a pre-existing one. I don't think this is supposed to work this way, but... Let me go here. Drop off the seeds because their usefulness is questionable at best. Okay. And then boop, 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 and I did that again. That's one. Right. That's not that. I need cobblestone. two of you. And gotta be careful. Okay, there's that. And that. And we're gonna just keep walking it up until we have everything we need. And we're almost there. Once I get to this Master Infusion, I don't need to use any of the other ones ever again. Now what I need to do, at least for right this very instant, is clear my inventory, because right now I am quite literally burning up space. That I could be using for other things. Also, it's getting nighttime. Let me not get attacked. Now, one of the things I could do is upgrade the soil. I will be doing that as quick as I can, but I will be doing that after I've gotten quite a bit more of this material. Where did I really put down? Yes, I did. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then, not mistaken, this. Yes, convert it to that. Do it the right way. This time, again. And what I'm going to start doing is burning these gems up. to burn up the gems is actually a bit simple. Boom. All that and made exactly one. Now, thankfully, some of this stuff very easy. Let me check something because there is that guy. Yes, crafter. Oh man, just a little bit of power, and I can automate this whole thing. And I feel like that might be worth it for me. So. Golden nugget. Yep. And of course those don't have EMC, so they're valueless. What can I drop for a second? The stone seeds. There we go. Now you might be wondering why I'm doing all this for just a crafter. It is because this crafter right here is going to save so much time and energy for me. And for now, clean that up. Clean that up. Clean that up. There we go. Boom. Boom. And boom. And again, come over here. Toss that in there. Toss that. Diamond. Now we got a bunch of them. Don't need a bunch of them, but having it is useful. And now I can toss all of these in here. And say, do that. Apply. And there's that. And turn. Apply. Hit apply. And then again, internal, apply. Apply. And then apply. And by doing all that, as long as I keep passing this particular particular product, we'll say. I believe it's an essence, it calls itself. But basically, I'm going to toss a whole bunch of this in there, as long as I keep enough space for me to toss a new one. What is it? Right. Forgot. I'm gonna have to save one of you. You. Grab my compressed stone. Do that. Do that. I believe it's this. Yes. Toss that in there. And then take the seeds. Do that. And now it's just going to auto do it for me. And the whole thing's gonna just actively compress down, which is very useful. Oh. Hit apply. It's kind of interesting, actually. If I do this, oh, okay. So what I want to do is that. Hit remember, turn it on, and it just works. And then I can come down here and have a whole bunch of stuff trying to kill me because I messed up again. Okay. Okay, I can't even run away from them, which is its own problem. Cool. Not worth anything nutrition-wise, but some food, and some food is more than no food. Real quick. That literally does barely more damage than just kind of showing up. That's not great. I really should upgrade this to a iron sword. Then again, I should upgrade everything. Just don't have the time. that goes there. These go here. And that was quite literally exactly what I expected to happen when it came to that. Yep. Toss that in there and let it compress. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay. Let me guess. Gonna need another one. I wish I just knew off the top of my head how many of these I would have needed. Would have made things so much cleaner. Toss the extra seeds in. Cute. Go there. Real quick. Just okay. Good to know. Hopefully this is the last one I'm gonna need. Thank you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Use this to make that, to make that, to then get rid of that. And now I'm gonna burn a little bit more so we can start upgrading this farm. I want to at least get it to the blue level. Okay. Do that. Do that. Hit remember. Hit apply. Turn it back on. And basically as everything starts to self-destruct. There we go. Okay. Secondary chance. And by doing this way, I can sit here and upgrade all day. Which actually reminds me, go nappy boys. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think normally you can use this to make special seeds. Nitro crystals, making draconium, nether stars, dragon egg. So yeah. Emerald seeds. That is actually going to be my next one. I think it's this one. Yep. Again, grab our emerald. Come over here. Drop it in. Throw a couple of those in. Then we want to sort it and burn it, because having the emerald seeds available is just very good business. Again, wrong place. It is getting about that time. I will be getting off in a moment. However, because I am looking forward to doing this, I want to see... Okay, apples are going to be my new target. I can get a stack of them. And make sure I throw my emergency apple in there. And let's see if it really is just gonna behave, because emerald seeds will be, yeah, exponentially useful. Honestly, quite a bit more useful than dirt. Still only a small percent chance. For secondary, I think what we're going to want to do is go one level up. We're going to make an infern, or an insanium, sorry. And it's kind of funny that this is just one of those things that, like, it exponentially gets bigger on its own. Okay, at least for right now. I'm gonna toss that in there. And we just got almost, nah, if I count what's down there, we definitely have a stack of emeralds. And that quite literally is one of the most valuable things. Yeah, already almost 2 stacks of emeralds. Okay. I think I only have 1 seed I need to drop. Right? Yes. Get you grown up so you all look nice and well maintained. And we're going to get off in just a second. I'm going to build out the rest of my diamonds. Sorry. The rest of my emeralds. Gotta do something silly that I don't need to do. Let's do a block conversion. And then we will save 1. Throw the rest in. And that's our EMC conversion blocks. Alright everyone, have a great night, and I will see you next time.